Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at noon.
One person is dead and hundreds of people are out of their homes today after a series of gas explosions in eastern Massachusetts. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for 22 News at noon. I'm Rich Teddemer. The search for answers is underway in a series of gas explosions in the Lawrence area that left a teenager dead and over 80 homes burned or damaged. Columbia Gas crews are visiting the homes of over 8,000 customers to conduct a safety inspection of gas meters. 22 News reporter Taylor Knight is live in Lawrence with the latest.
Yeah, Rich, we are at the command center in Lawrence right now. Governor Charlie Baker spoke here a little bit ago. Both he and Columbia Gas said that Columbia Gas has hundreds of technicians here, and the plan is to go block by block, house by house, to make sure every house is safe for residents to return. Reports of explosions in Lawrence, Andover, and North Andover began around 8 o'clock Thursday. State police said 70 different buildings caught fire throughout the towns. MEMA said up to 8,600 meters were affected, and residents in affected areas were evacuated, and the evacuations remain in place as Columbia Gas technicians do that house-by-house check.
We've brought in and will continue to bring in hundreds of natural gas technicians to the affected areas over today and the next couple days. These technicians will deploy throughout the neighborhoods to do the work they need to do, house by house, to ensure that each building is safe to return to. Once the neighborhoods are cleared, the electricity can then be restored.
MEMA said they do not have an estimate at this time as to how long the house-by-house checks might take. However, they will have a better idea later today. MEMA said federal and state agencies are investigating the cause of this gas explosion, but it is too early to know a cause right now. But Baker is stressing that people who can return to their homes eventually, they should not turn on their gas meters themselves. We're in Lawrence. Taylor Knight, 22 News.
The National Transportation Safety Board has sent a full GO team to Lawrence to investigate. During a news conference this morning, NTSB Chairman Robert Zumwalt said a team will be looking at everything from the design of the natural gas pipeline to recent maintenance and upgrades.
The truth of the matter is we really don't have any factual information at this point to confirm. We need to get on scene, get on site, and start getting the lay of the land before we can actually confirm what's being reported out there.
He said that the NTSB's role is to determine what happened and to prevent it from happening. Again, we'll continue our coverage on the air, online at wwlp.com, and on our 22 News mobile app, and we'll go back to Taylor Knight a little later in this newscast.